What is up, guys? JayFerGaming here. Welcome back to my F1 2010 career mode. This is the Japanese Grand Prix and we've got 3 races to go after this. I'll be trying to get these out nearly every day before F1 2016. But yeah, this is an amazing race. If you missed last time out, Singapore, that was actually race of the season. So I recommend you do go check that one out. But this one, I think it's even crazier than that one. As we look at the driver standings, we have a 23-point lead over Mark Webber. Singapore was very eventful indeed. Webber didn't score any points, so we extended our lead over him. And Liuzzi won the race. You wouldn't really expect that. It really was insane. But yeah, Japanese Grand Prix. It's not a great track for me, but I'll say it's an interesting race. It's definitely one you're going to look forward to. So into qualifying, we're on our second lap here. It's a great lap. We're miles ahead of our first lap, which got us up into P9 and 2.5 seconds up on our previous best. So it's definitely going to be a good one. So we'll come to the line. Our second lap, what's it going to be? Where we're going to be on the provisional grid? It's P1. We've actually taken it by 2/10 from Schumacher. Now we're going on our final lap. We dropped down to P4. And what is this guy doing? Sutil, he's just in the way. He's totally ruined my lap. And yeah, I actually went off into the gravel later on in the lap. I didn't want to be embarrassed showing that off, but yeah, it was definitely Sutil's fault. So we ended up in P4. I feel like we definitely could have got into the top 2, but talking about the top 2, it's the 2 Ferraris, and I think that's the first time this season. That's very surprising. We look further down, our champion rival Webber is only in P8. The Red Bulls, which in real life is so strong around here, are absolutely nowhere. The Williams are pretty much at the back. And Petrov didn't set a lap time, but race day, rain, you know what that means, it's going to be carnage. The AI were really weak in Singapore. Let's see what they're going to be like here. 5 lights and away we go. We get a decent getaway, not too much wheel spin, and it looks like we've got a run on Button going into turn 1. I think we might get him before turn 1. The Ferraris have made a great start. We nearly hit the... I think we actually made slight contact with Massa there. He did brake very heavily indeed. But I don't know if the Ferraris just made contact there, but they're very quick from the starting blocks. We're up to P3, Buttons drop back, Rosberg's up to 4th. So let's see what we can do here. Can we get into the lead? Mark Webber on the minimap looks like he's probably dropped back. So the main thing for us here is to beat Webber, even with 4 races to go. Even if we lose a few points, it wouldn't be too bad, but we're trying to still... Where are we going? We're at the grass there, nearly losing it. We're on the back of the Ferraris. Can we go for the move? Oh, we've got wide. What's going to happen here? This is not good at all.
I came in like a wrecking ball. I never hit so hard in love.
Miley Cyrus, stop interrupting this video. What the hell is that? Come on. And we've nearly got off again. We're locking up. We were so out of sorts going into Degner 1 and just lost for Degner 2. Someone smashed into us. I think it was Jensen Button. So he's very unlucky. He might be out the race for that. But yeah, in the slipstream, you can't see a thing. I'm trying to slipstream Hamilton and the spray is just in my face. I try and go for the move there into 130. I'll take a bit too much speed into there. But these conditions, so tricky. I said in Singapore, I was by far the quickest car. I probably am the quickest car in the rain still. The AI aren't that great. But the car just feels difficult on this first lap. Hopefully, if we get the tyres up to temperature or something, we'll be okay. We're on the back of Hamilton. Are we going to go for moving to Spoon? We look stronger than him at this current moment.
I came in like a wrecking ball. I never hit so hard in love.
I hope this isn't a constant thing, Miley. Just leave it out. Now we'll go through 130R. We're on the... Oh, we've lost it again. What the hell?
I came in like a wrecking ball. I never hit so hard in love.
Just call me Pastor Maldonado. Wow, we've actually caused 3 incidents in a matter of 2 laps. And I think 2 cars are out the race because of us. We really are a wrecking ball, Miley. You're on point there. But this has been a very, very destructive first 2 laps. We have no control of this car. It is so difficult to handle. It is a dry setup, but still, I didn't expect it to be this bad. So lap 3, on the back of Vettel, who's got ahead of us, and his teammate Webber's in 6th. Oh, we just can't control the car. This is absolutely... It's a hideous car to drive. Usually it's not been too bad this season, but what is going on? So we are quick, but we keep making mistakes and we keep locking up. So we just need to keep the car on the island, and then we'll be okay. So even with them mistakes, we're not far behind Massa and Rosberg, who are having a very intense battle ahead. So let's see what we can do here.
I came
Yeah, you thought something else was going to happen there. Wrecking ball on the straight, eh? No, my batteries ran out. So that's not a distraction we need, because we're trying to close in on Vettel. And a couple of cars ahead of him, Massa and Rosberg, aren't that far ahead. Alonso's dominating so far. But still, even with all these incidents, we have a shot at winning this. And we make a bit of contact with Vettel there. He broke a little bit too early, but side by side through the final corner. Can we get the Red Bull here? In terms of straight line speed, I don't think we can. Where's Massa going? He's just saying hello to his engineers on the pit wall, but we're trying to get in the slipstream. We can't see the braking zone at all, so we have to pull out of it, and we go too wide. I was thinking about the outside line there, but that was never going to work. And oh, Mark Webber's right on our rear wing here, so look how long this train is. It starts at Rosberg, a couple of cars ahead of me, Webber, and a couple of others. This is so intense. It's an insane race so far, and mainly by me causing incidents, but we've got a run on Vettel here actually. We took a lot of curve around the outside. That's a brilliant move. We've overtaken Sebastian there up to P4. So happy with that. Let's just hope we don't spin off or something straight away. So can we get through here unscathed?
I came in.
Oh, we've gone wide again, and you thought I was going to crash into the Red Bulls there. Right, stop giving false hope to the crowd. Come on, control it. Oh, we're locking up. What the hell? I can't control the car, guys. Come on. This is an absolute disaster. We're the quickest car on the track, but we can't keep the car on the track. Seriously, I was driving properly here. I just couldn't control the car at all. Locking up at every opportunity. We're down to 17th. We were in P4 and we've lost 13 positions. We're going to have to fight back here. I was on a mission, and then suddenly from nowhere I had confidence in overtaking cars and controlling the car. I can't say it was scripting. This was genuine. I had no control, and now I just overtake so many cars. You will see right here. It's going to be a truly awesome fight back. See what I did there? Epic JayFerGaming banter right there. But we're going to go up the inside the Lotus into the final chicane. Yes, we are up to P15. But if you look at the minimap, Mark Webber, who I think's in 5th or 6th place, isn't that far ahead of us. So the leaders aren't getting away, apart from Alonso, who is a little bit further ahead of Nico Rosberg. So I think we could have a shot, if we keep it clean, have no more incidents, of fighting for some decent points and hopefully beating Webber. We're going for it on the inside of centre. He leaves us room. We want to stay off them curbs. That's a very risky tactic, staying on there. We've seen what happens when you get on the curbs. I just kind of span off it into the wall, and then Schumacher smashed into us. I think Schumacher and Button are out the race because of us. So I'm going to apologise to them too, but we get a great run. Using them alternate lines that I usually mention around a track like Suzuka, and we get past centre up to P13. And it's like another driver's taking over our car now. We're just fighting through the field. Buemi there doesn't do a Hamilton and turn in on us. That is one incident which, in my opinion, was not my fault. Hamilton went so wide and just turned in on us. But up to P12 now. What can we do? Can we close into Della Rosa? There's a slow... No. Yeah, actually, I'm sure I saw a slow car there. There's a black dot. I don't know if that means the car's retired, but someone has stopped. I'm going to get... No, it's not Webb looking at the minimap. We'll get Della Rosa into the chicane. I'm losing my breath once again because I'm getting far too excited, and this has been such an exciting first 6 laps of this race. Webber's in P5, and we're fighting back. We're already back in the points. It's been a really good recovery. We're going to go for Kubica here. If he leaves the door open, we're going to go for it into turn 2, and we do go up the inside. Better traction? Yes, we do. Already up to P9, and the ease of the overtakes with these cars, I couldn't overtake, I think it was Vettel before. It was such a struggle, but now we're easing through the field. Can we get suitably into the slipstream? And you can see what I mean. You can't see a thing. You have to move out the way of the slipstream. And the spray from the car ahead as we go wide again. Just keep it on the track, and look at that big train ahead of us. That is, I think, a podium. Is the front of that train, I think, is Rosberg or Massa in P2, so we could still finish second. Oh, Sutil, you're out of shape. What the hell? We're up to P8, and now we're going to be on the back of Kobayashi. And just ahead of him is Mark Webber, so it's all going to kick off in a second as, wow, everyone is so close. Kobayashi side by side with Hamilton. Ahead of him, the cars are going really slow. I think there's been contact. Oh, we could get a few cars here. Can we get Hamilton? Oh, side by side, he has better straight line speed, but the AI at times in the wet are absolutely crazy. I can't keep the car on the track. And then we're going to go around the outside of Hamilton. Oh, what a move. What a move. Do you want to spoon with me, Hamilton? And now we're on the back of our championship rival, Mark Webber. Can we overtake him? Is there going to be a wrecking ball moment? Maybe. I can't deny that. But we're looking all over the shop. Can we find a space to go for the Red Bull driver? We've got a decent run there. But I don't think we're going to be close enough into the chicane. It's a bit too risky, so we hang back. And Hamilton's gone for a move there. He's made contact with us. And I don't know if he spun there, but he did hit us. And there's yellow flag, so Hamilton might have spun there. And we're on the back of Mark Webber. He's going defensive, actually. I can't see a thing. That is so... I wonder if that's realistic. I haven't obviously driven behind a Formula 1 car before, but I think that's pretty realistic, not being able to see a thing. And hopefully that's... Oh, God's sake. Controller out of batteries again. Excuse me, I need to charge up my batteries. Now, the final 3 laps of the race. Can we keep our batteries intact? Can we keep the car on the track? No, we've just gone off the track. But Webber did move around in the braking zone once again. But we've actually got a decent run from going off the track. So, yeah, track extending at its finest as we go for the move. We have better straight line speed than Webber, I think. So we're going to pull across him. Yes, we are. We're up to P6, ahead of our rival, which is the main thing. But if you look ahead, we do have an opportunity to gain some more positions. Kobayashi at his home Grand Prix. Can we go for the move? No, we're a little bit too far back. But down the straight, start finish straight even. We should have a run here. The Sauber doesn't seem that good in the straight line, so we're using the slipstream, the spray, the rain, absolutely everything. We've got to run here. Into turn 1, Kobayashi moves slightly. We make a little bit of contact into turn 1, and we've kept it on the track. And we've got up to P5. Brilliant move there. Now to chase after Vettel, and I don't see who's in P3, but it was actually Nico Rosberg. Vettel overtook Rosberg, so the 2 Ferraris are miles ahead in P1 and 2. It could be an easy P1, easy 1-2 for them too. And Rosberg, has he been dispatched? Yes, he has, because Rosberg cannot drive in the wet. F1 2016 digs right there, and we've actually got a great run on Vettel. Can we get him as we go into the final lap? We're side by side going into turn 1. We have the inside line, so you think if we can get the braking sorted, we can get the move done. Yes, we have, up to P3. And as we look off into the distance, we can't see anyone because the Ferraris are miles ahead. It's going to be a 1-2 for them too. Oh, what a race this has been on the final lap. And I'm going to give you guys a treat. Here it is.
I came in like a wrecking ball. I never hit so hard in love.
I have never listened to that song all the way through. I've only heard the chorus a couple of times, so I thought I'd play that a few times for you guys in this race. Hope you've enjoyed it. What a race that has been. We've come home in P3, and most importantly, apart from having a great time, we've beaten Mark Webber. I actually didn't realise that I was on the final lap, and yeah, that race absolutely flew by. What a race that was. Better than Singapore? I think so, so leave a like if you have enjoyed that. So it's a Ferrari 1-2, but in terms of the driver standings, the key thing is us in P3, Mark Webber in P7. So yeah, it's been a productive race indeed. So looking further down, I don't want to look at Schumacher and Button because I know what I've done to them. I came in like a wrecking ball. I'm never going to say that again, okay guys? So let me off. That's the last time, I promise. So, driver standings. We've extended our lead to 32 points with 3 races to go. So we're in the driving seat, but I know it's not all over. With Korea, Brazil and Abu Dhabi, anything can happen. There's actually a fantastic battle for third brewing, but that's like a sub-note. So looking further down, Singapore's race winner there, Liuzzi. The rest of the standings, the grassy 0 points. But constructors, let's have a look what's going on here. Very close indeed. We're 1 point behind Mercedes. Can we beat them? That would be a brilliant achievement. So if you've enjoyed the Japanese Grand Prix, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see the final 3 races, and I'll catch you next time out in Korea. Goodbye. I hope this isn't a constant thing, Miley. Just leave it out. Now we'll go through 130R. We're on the... Oh, we've lost it again. What the hell?